In this video, we're going to demonstrate the SmotgoAuto website. SmotgoAuto website is a companion site that goes along with the Smotgo website. The SmotgoAuto site is for your customers to go to view information about their vehicle, about your shop. They can look up their invoices from history. They can look up any documents or images or any other type of files you want to share with them. They can read newsletters if you want to publish newsletters to that site. Let's start by demonstrating the site itself for a registered customer. So we've got the home, got my info, vehicles, your shop information, newsletters. You really need to log in to get the access to any of this information. You can go into the generic, frequently asked questions, privacy terms without being logged in, but all these other pages are going to require you to log in and have an account. Let's click here to log in. Let's go ahead and use the demo account, which we have linked to our favorite customer, Sarah Dakota. So she can start by going in here to her info. Now, if Sarah Dakota wants to update any of her information, she clicks Edit. Let's say this is actually her home number, and she doesn't want to get any mail and mail service reminders. Click OK, saves that. Now the company, Sarah Dakota's company, which is the demo company now, will get an email saying that her phone type 3 has been updated to Sal, no mail has been updated to false, reminder email has been updated to false, so doesn't want to get any of these anymore. Then you can update your records accordingly. So let's go back over to the SmotgoAuto website and My Vehicles. Sarah Dakota has 3 vehicles. The customer can click on any one of these vehicles to see the information below. You'll notice when you select these, it turns a light shade of blue, not bright yellow like the Smotgo website. So Sarah Dakota's vehicle, this one, has got 3 working tickets, work requests, or estimates. She can go in here and view only the estimates. She can view it online and approve it. Once the customer approves the estimate, adds their notes, an email will be sent to your company telling you that the estimate was approved. This estimate was approved on this date and time from this IP address, and their message was, I approve all the work except for the carbon depletion service. And now you have a record that that estimate was approved. The customer can also view their invoice history. These are all the invoices for previous work that was done on this vehicle. All they have to do is click on View PDF, and there it is. And they can do that for all the invoices that are there. Vehicle files. If you store DTC printouts or images of damage or any other type of file, maybe you want to store technical service bulletins, recall notices, all this information can be accessed through the website by your customer by just clicking on the links. Next is your shop. This is the demo company. The customer can request an appointment from here. Just leave all that. No, they don't want to wait. Okay. The customer can also email your shop directly from the website. And if you go over here to your inbox for your company, you'll see that there's the appointment request. And you'll see that there's your message from Sarah Dakota. Newsletters. You can customize these newsletters for each individual customer. You can set it up so that their name will automatically be put on the newsletter. It'll automatically give them information about whether their vehicle is due for service or not. And you can create as many of these rows as you want with the titles and the bodies. And these links here will take you down to each of these categories. And this link will take you back up to the top. You'll have to create these newsletters, publish them to your site, and from there the customers can go and look at them. Again, under here is just your basic information. Now we're going to move on and show you how to invite one of your customers to come use this site. Then I'm going to show you how you can limit what information they have access to. You can limit whether you could turn on and off their access to the site. You can turn on and off their access to individual invoices in history, individual documents. Let's go over here to the Smotgo site. We're logged in the demo account. Let's go over here under website invitation. Look for a particular customer that has the right email address. Now, first thing you might want to look at to make sure the customer actually has an email address. You can't send an invitation to them if they don't have an email address. So let's select them. Let's go ahead and send that selected customer an invitation. Go on over here, and you'll see that we've gotten this web account setup invitation. Click on that invitation. All the customer has to do is select a username, password, just pasting in, agree to the terms and conditions, click submit. It's going to automatically log them in. They now have access to their information, their vehicle information, their invoice history, any vehicle files that might be available, again your shop information, and the newsletter. And you can see this one's now addressed to Robert. Since he has no history, it's not going to give him any kind of service messages or what's due. Let's go back to the Smotgo site so I can show you how you can control access to the website. Let's go ahead and look that customer back up again. Go here and edit. Here, web info. Uncheck allow customer access. Okay. And now when that customer tries to log in, you can see that it's time you're not permitted to access this account. Let's go back over here. Allow the customer access again. And then log in. And you can see the customer now has access to the website again. Now you can do this on another level. Let's go ahead and create a work request for this vehicle. And I'm just going to go ahead and add a quick job. And after this, I'm going to finish this invoice and process the history so that there's an invoice in history for this vehicle. Go ahead and deliver it. Go back to the home page. I'm going to process the invoices. And then we're going to go ahead and create one more work request for that vehicle. And we'll just add a job to that as well. And then I'll show you how to control access to certain information. Let's start with the invoice itself. Let's change it to an estimate. So currently, this customer can go and look at that estimate. Now go back to Smotgo. If we go in here to edit the invoice and uncheck allow customer access, that customer can no longer see that invoice. Invoice history, similar thing. Right now, the customer's able to see that. Go back here. Go to invoice history and stop customer access. Refresh the page so you can see the customer can no longer see that invoice in history. Vehicle files. Currently there are no vehicle files associated to this vehicle. So let's go back over to Smotgo. Go to vehicle documents. Let's click new. So image. Let's just throw a picture in there. Click OK. Make sure it's there. Now, if you noticed, we did not allow customer access. So the customer still does not have anything here in the vehicle files. Let's go back. By default, this one does not allow customer access. Everything else by default does allow customer access. You can do two things here. You can edit it and check this box if you want to allow the customer access, or you can just click this allow customer access. Now you see the customer can access that file anytime you want. You can go back and stop access, and that customer no longer has access to that file. Newsletters. I'm going to do a separate video on how to create and set up a newsletter, how to mail it out. It gets a little involved, so there's not enough time in this video to address that. So I'll be making another video specifically for the newsletters. Now let's go on to the next step, and that is maybe you don't want to have your customers creating an account here and access to all this information, but you do want to share a certain piece of information with your customer. What you can do is you can do individual items. Let's say this customer here, you want to send a invitation to look at an estimate. Let's do another one that actually has something. Okay, Sarah Dakota, she has an account, but let's just say she doesn't for now. And let's just email her a link. We'll just pick anything there, and we click OK. Now all emails will go to as many email addresses you put in here, up to 100, separated by a semicolon. Go ahead and click send. You'll see this email has a link to this estimate. And you see that no user has to be logged in to get to this. In fact, you'll see that there's nobody logged in to this site. But it has this estimate available and this estimate only. The customer can view the estimate from here. And the customer can approve the estimate here, just as they did when they were logged into the site. You can use this for a customer who doesn't want to set up an account, or you don't want to have set up an account, but they can quickly and easily go look at an estimate, approve it, send you the email, and be done. The next thing you can share is documents. Let's go into Sarah Dakota since she has a lot of documents. You can actually email the documents themselves, or you can email links. Let's go ahead and email the files. And let's also email the links. Go over here to the inbox, and you'll see there's our attachments. These documents were saved, emailed as attachments. Let's go back to our inbox, and you'll see here's the link so the customer can go right to the website and see those two documents. You could do that with a file, a picture, anything you want to share with your customers. And again, that can be done without having them create an account. That concludes the demonstration on the SmotgoAuto website. The next video will be addressing newsletters, how to create them, how to mail them, how to publish them,